Yes, for the very first time, Mr. Prince Jr. on Rockers 80s.
You and I was close as two leaves and we growing together. We found that magic seed and in love and first love forever and ever. Every day love grows. And I just wanna get inside of you. Oh, I wanna be more than a part of you. 'Cause loving you the way that I do. Sometimes it seems like I just can't get close enough to you. Because I love you so much. Seems like I just
Yeah. Um, I wanted to ask you, as a DJ, what do you feel sets yourself apart from other DJs?
Well, like I said, what sets me apart is I play good music. I strive to play good music only.
Okay.
If it's not good, in my opinion, I don't really want to play it. If I'm playing at a party or something and people request certain things, if I can do it, I will do it. Like I say, if it's not lewd or,
Yeah.
like that, I will do it. You know what I mean? But playing good music is what sets me apart. And also the fact that what I choose to play is sets me apart from everyone else. Because the way how I select music is not generic
Okay.
to say. In other words, if you go to a club and you listen to the DJs, everything that they play,
Right.
basically, you leave that tonight and you go to another club, and it's the same thing you hear over that club. So none of them not special. None of them, they're just doing generic things.
Right.
Yeah. Whereas when you listen to me select music, you're gonna hear songs that you never heard before. You're gonna hear songs that you haven't heard in a while, and you're gonna hear some of the generic things as well. You understand? So we mix it up, but we keep everything on a level vibe. You know what I mean? Or we're not selecting all over the place. You're not playing as fast music and a slow music and a fast. You keep it tempo wise. You keep things right. You understand? When you
Right.
switch tempo, you switch tempo.
Right.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So these are some of the things that I think sets me apart, as well as my vocabulary or my library of music is very large,
Right. Right.
because I've been listening to music from the day I was born. I'm listening to music and taking notes and everything.
Right.
Whereas some people just take notes on some things
Okay.
because that is what they like. Yeah. Well, I like every music in every genre as long as it's good.
That's good. Right.
Because in every genre you have good and you have bad.
True.
Yeah. So some people, I don't like jazz music. Me not a jazz fan per se, but you have really nice jazz music.
Right. Right.
And if them out there them nice, I will play them.
Right. Right.
Because
Right.
they're nice.
Right. Right.
And that is my job as a man we love music and bringing music to people.
Right. Right.
Is to bring good music all the time. Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah. And good music has no fear of time. Good music is always in style.
Okay.
So remember those two things, people.
Sure.
Always in style. And if a music is 100 years old and it was good then, it's gonna be good now still. And if you never heard it before, it's brand new to you.
Right. Right. True. True. Right.
Yeah, because when it first came out, every music that first came out, that's brand new that you have never heard before. It doesn't matter when it was made. You never heard it before, and if it's good, you're gonna know it's good, and you're gonna say it's good.
Right. Good music is timeless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So
This is
that's
true.
my take on that. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Cause like you said, you have an extensive collection of Studio One, right? So like I for one, am a big Studio One fan. I'm a fan of the horns, and I'm just a fan of that gritty downtown sound. You know what I mean?
Right.
I also like Treasure Isle as well.
Yes.
But Treasure Isle is a more prettier sounding
Yeah.
sound. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's good too.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? So do you have a favorite label, or do you favor one over the other? Because those were the two big ones at the time, right?
Yeah.
So you
Yeah.
personally, do you have a preference? Which one you lean towards?
Well, you know, everybody kind of lean towards Studio One, all because of that raw drum and bass.
Right.
The drum and bass is what gets you.
True.
Yeah, the drum and the bass and Studio One is just raw, where from a lick, it moves you.
Okay.
Yeah. Whereas the Treasure Isle, like you said, is more refined.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's excellent music.
Of course.
Treasure Isle.
Yeah.
Both of them are good, you know. But so I really don't want to say I prefer. But if I was to lean a little to the Studio,
The Studio One.
a little bit
Right.
to the Studio.
True.
I won't lie to you.
Right.
Yeah.
And I once asked you, who do you consider some of the best bands or the best to come out of Jamaica? And something stick to me, and I remember you always said Scatterlights.
Scatterlights.
Yeah?
Greatest band. Yeah, because.
You would say
Yeah, I think so because
Okay.
at the time, Scatterlights, every member of the Scatterlights were the best on their instruments.
Oh, okay. And they
So
were
it's like
together.
you take the best bass player, the best drummer, the best handsman, the best keyboard, the best everybody, and put them together. How could you beat that?
How could you go wrong,
How
right?
could you beat that? You understand?
Yeah.
And the next band is We the People, Light Parks and We the People. Excellent band.
Really? Okay.
I've worked with them many times on Star Time, and they don't miss. They're excellent. They have a group of top notch musicians as well. You know, like Dean Fraser, you know, Robbie Lynn, you know what I mean? Light Parks.
Light
you know,
Parks, right.
Right. You know what I mean? So, you know, Light Parks, big up yourself.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
okay.
Man, We the People, man, big band, man. So,
Nice.
And they were the band that mostly backed up Dennis Brown too. We
Oh,
the
really?
People. Yeah. On his tours and like that. Yeah, man, big band. So two favorite band, two best band, Light Parks, We the People, Scatterlights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's my take.
That's it.
Yeah, that's my take. I mean, I'm not saying putting down any other bands.
Right,
because,
right.
You know, you have Flower Hole, them band, you know, and then you have Sly and Robbie them. But then most of those bands were the studio works, and you could pick up people when you go. You know, you can pick your own band basically when you go to studio. You know, because like some of my recordings, I record. We done with Sly and Robbie before, and we had Robbie Lynn. We had Dean Fraser, Nambo, Clive Hunt and Horns, right? We have Earl Wire Lindo that used to play keyboards with Wailers.
Right.
We had him. We had Bobla. We had Harold Butler keyboard.
Okay.
You understand? And it's just who you pick up. You know, for do what you do. Harmonies, I've done harmonies with Tamlins on some of my songs, and we have done harmonies with JC Lodge,
Right.
Dean Fraser. Like I said, I was the one who bossed him with that. The first singing in our studio, Prince Junior sang him sing pan harmony. Alright? Yeah. Alright. So we have JC Lodge, Dean Fraser, Tabby Diamonds, and Desi Rhodes, Desmond Young.
Okay.
Yeah. And harmony. Yeah, with me. Like that. So, you know, a bunch of things we did, and we have had the privilege of recording in Studio One at Brentford Road, Maxwell Avenue, Channel One.
Channel 1, okay. Big up.
We recorded in Joe Gibbs Studio. We voiced in Joe Gibbs Studio, and we voiced in Harry J Studio as well. So we worked in a few studios, you know, like that in Jamaica. Yeah, we are great studios. You know, Silvad Morris, engineer. Soji, that passed from used to in Channel One. We recorded him. Scientist, the engineer. We work with him at Channel One as well. You know, Errol T from Joe Gibbs. We work with him as engineer. You know, yeah. And
I remember seeing that name on the On Top album. Was that Errol?
Errol T.
He was on. He had something to do with.
I
remember that name
Errol
on it in the credits.
Yes, right. Errol Thompson and also and Roddy Thomas Flick. Yeah, he was in the studio helping out too. You know? Yeah.
Mad.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, because I was gonna ask you, because you did touch up on the On Top album, in part 1. So I think I had asked the question, but it didn't get answered in the first one. That what made you guys pick that name of On Top for the album, despite the Heptones having the title of the same name?
Actually, I was the one who picked the name On Top, and I only picked it because Leroy Sibbles was one of my mentors, one of the persons that I try to imitate or emulate. You know, and so that's why I taught myself to play the bass guitar, right? And you see how I'm holding?
Yeah.
It's upside down, you know, because I'm a left-handed.
All right.
So I taught myself to play upside down.
Okay.
Yeah, without rearranging the strings or anything.
Right.
You understand? And
self-taught on the bass guitar.
Yeah. But believe me, people, I'm no good. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm better at the keyboards.
Okay.
All right, because I graduated to doing keyboards, because keyboards, by playing the bass, like rehearsing with the bass and playing the bass, by itself, it's like it's too dry, you know what I mean? So I started trying with the keyboards, and I taught myself the keyboard as well, and that's a more, you know, rounded thing, because you can play riffs and bass too at the same time, and I taught myself that, and whole thing again, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Bop.
Yeah, man, that's a little thing, you know, for sure. But, you know, we self-teach yourself, you know, and that's how the thing goes, alright? You know, that was, you know, I prefer that now. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So because Heptones are on top, I decided, okay, yeah, let's do a Prince Junior on top, you know, even though I wasn't on top, but Hey.
Still.
Yeah.
It's a very good album, and like I said,
Yeah.
there's a lot of recognition overseas, a lot of play over in Japan
Yeah.
and Europe. Because when I was in London 2012, a lot of people knew who you were and knew the songs and was singing along
Right,
and know it
right.
very well.
Right. Girl Fall Seasons did well over there.
Yeah, Girl Fall Seasons.
Everybody love it in the
Yep.
dance hall. The Girl
Oh, yeah.
Fall Seasons, yeah.
I've got a girl for all seasons. And I've got a girl, and here is the reason. I've got a girl in the spring who will give me everything. A girl in the summertime to kiss me with lips of wine. Jano, I love her so. Jano, I love her so. Yes, I've got a girl for all seasons.
And I don't remember if you got to touch it part one, but if you did, and if you did, we could talk about it now. And if you did, we'll just recap on it about your encounter with the other Prince Jr. over there in London.
Okay, well, my encounter with the other Prince Jr. We went to Birmingham at it was a Bunny Wailer show the night.
Okay.
And soon as we got out the car and going, we spot him and his entourage going in. And he's like, sit, I said, see the man there, whatever.
Oh, okay.
Whatever. So somehow.
Are you them a point out?
Yeah, they
Oh.
point me up whatever. So once I went inside now, they were they found me.
Okay.
They found me in the session. It was me and a Jed. Yeah, Gunsmoke. Everybody know Gunsmoke from London. Big up Gunsmoke.
Okay.
Yeah. And we were there, and one man come over to me and said they want to talk to me outside.
What?
Yeah. So
Trouble.
I said, no, I'm not going nowhere. If you want to talk to me right and so. Yeah. And I said, no man, a big man thing. Come talk. So I said, alright. I'm gonna go over there. So I'm gonna go outside now. About 12 months around me now. Yeah. And you know, them attack. And you know,
Are you on Gunsmoke same
yeah,
way?
I'm going smoke
Okay.
alone. Yeah. So the guy that was talking to us was, I think it was Lord Coos' son.
Okay.
Lord Coos was a sound system operator.
Right.
And I think he has a record store in London somewhere, Birmingham or somewhere there. So what sparked that was actually when I went to London, I went on one of those underground radio stations and I did an interview there, right? And Ramkin Festus was the interviewer. And while we were there, Run Come Celebrate and Forgive Them Jah was the new song that was just released and that was playing.
Okay.
So Prince Jr. was there and someone told me that he was acting like he was the one who sang it.
Oh wow.
So
Yeah, that-
while I was doing on the interview, I don't know if it's true or not, this is what I heard. And while we were doing the interview, I did live Forgive Them Jah on the radio.
Yeah.
And then I said, I'm the real Prince Jr. So, anybody else there, I think I said they was fraud. So I guess I guess that kind of ticked him off a bit. And actually, I apologize for saying that still. But at the time, when people hype and everything, so I didn't really mean any harm or anything like that. I just said that because if he was claiming my song, I figured I would have the right to say that, So that was how that went. And so when he came, when they confronted me, he was like, yeah, you wanna damage my career, this, that, and the other thing. So I don't know, But the story that I heard from when he was naming himself Prince Junior at Jammy's studio, I was told that he was told that there was another Prince Junior. So he should name himself something else, and he insisted on doing that.
Anyway.
So right. So but my thing is that if there's two Prince Junior, you're confusing the
Right.
the
Audience.
industry and the audience. Yeah, because a lot of times people are saying things that I do that he's the one who do it, or things that he does and that I'm the one who do it, and I don't want credit for his thing, and I don't want to give him credit for my thing.
Right.
So so we need to establish the difference between us so people will know, and that's the reason why I decided to say I am the original Prince Junior.
Right.
And I just leave it because I can't make people do anything, but
Which
I
is
can make
true.
myself
They
do
can't
things.
dispute that.
Right.
Yeah.
So I am the original Prince Junior. No one can
Straight.
dispute that. I'm the original Prince Junior on record from 1971.
Right.
Yeah, he never come Prince Junior until in the 80s, I
Okay.
think, or somewhere there, or 90s. I don't know. I don't remember.
Mhm.
But so that is established and that is settled. You know
Right.
what I mean? Yeah, because even recently, I think his brother, Aicho Candy, I think is his brother.
Oh, that's a brother. Okay.
Right. And Aicho Candy has a video out on YouTube or something like that saying that he was in hospital for how many months. And Prince Junior is the only one who came and visited him. And people are calling me and I say, "Oh, yeah, you good thing you do, you go visit."
That's a good thing you do.
and it's not that I wouldn't visit him
Right,
either.
right.
Yeah, but it wasn't me.
Was you right?
So I don't want the
Confusion
credit.
again.
Yeah,
Yeah,
give
yeah.
him the credit. He's
Right.
the one who did it. You know
Right.
what I mean?
True,
Yeah,
true.
he's his brother.
Right.
Yeah, so so big up yourself to Prince Junior.
See you,
Anyway, you're there.
right.
Yeah, no problem. Everything nice. Me are the original and you are that. So the people know we're different. See it? So just peace and love every time.
Ah,
See?
yes. Balance.
Yeah, balance. Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love how you take us to reggae school, and just to remind the fans and the audience and the viewers, you can be seen and heard on Love Zone every
Yes.
Saturday,
Yes.
6 to 12.
Yes.
Yeah.
The lovezonemusic.com, 6 p.m. until midnight every Saturday. Right? Tune in and you will get what I'm trying to tell you about selecting different genres of music
Right.
and foundation and vintage, and you will learn something because not everyone know everything and everyone can learn from everyone. I learn from people who not even remotely in music business. You go to a man house and him have a little thing up here. So yeah, I want that. I've never heard that yet. and it's not a record collector either. It's just a little man. You understand? So you can imagine what you will learn from a record collector, a man who have lots of one-away songs, a man who have songs that only me alone can play. You understand? Yeah. So and also original Prince Junior on YouTube. Okay, like and subscribe, please. Okay, big up the thing, and you're gonna get some of the things that I'm doing on the radio on Saturday. Some of those shows are on the YouTube channel for you to listen at your leisure, at your convenience. See?
Put the date, set it aside. Enough niceness, things going on like this. Live music, as usual. Though those guys may try to put you down, I won't stand to see you ever frown. When you were around, you were all that I could own. But though you put me down, girl, you never will frown. True devotion.
Love that.
Yeah.
And that's the difference between a DJ and a selector.
Yeah.
The tunes where you select.
Yeah, these are tunes we select.
Right.
Right. So when you're selecting God, the right and proper thing. Yeah.
That's
yeah.
right.
No, there's a man where put on song for you jump up and dance. That me put on song will mean something.
Right.
And if you want to jump up and down, you do that.
Right.
You see me? Yeah, this rhythm coming up is a Kenwood rhythm that I made down at Sons Junior Studio in Brooklyn. And I'm playing everything except for the drums. It's being played by a drum machine. Okay?
Yeah, turn it down a little.
Angels now.
When I fall in love, it will be forever. 'Cause I'll never ever fall in love again. When I fall in love, there will be no other. Only me and you in this whole wide world. Listen to them organ there. Yeah, here goes another one. Popular rhythms back in the day. These are made years ago. What kind of world am I living in? Yeah, I'm playing all the instruments using the keyboard.
I want to propose something very interesting. So being that you're a selector from them time, and you know and you know many different artists, obscure as well as well known. So if you could give a couple of artists a Prince Junior award for recognition that you feel like they haven't been recognized, that should be, like Monty, for instance, should be a millionaire. Monty Morris, Eric
Monty Morris, man.
Yes.
You should. Yeah, a lot of the foundation artists never got their due. You understand? Yeah, they never got their due. All because most of the time back then, all of us were just doing things for the love of the music and for the love of the people. You know what I mean? Yeah, so we just do it. Yeah. So Eric Monty Morris should get more accolades.
Okay.
Yeah. And who else I can think of now? There are a few, but you catch me on the spot, so I have to think about it.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but there are a few.
Quite a few, yeah.
And I don't want to call anybody out of turn or leave out anybody. So yeah, so maybe when we continue another time or something, we can give you another little piece of that. As well as we are gonna give you some of the songs that we inspired Dennis Brown to redo, to cover.
Right.
Right? Yeah, so I don't know if you want to do that now or...
Yeah, you gonna use that laptop there?
Yes.
Yeah, let's go through. Yeah, let us hear some of those tunes that you made on that infamous tape for Dennis Brown. This is gonna be a treat, people.
The Bluetooth device is connected.
This next one coming up is by the Sharks. Studio One. Well-known #1 Dennis Brown hit. How Could I Live?
How Could I Live? Yeah, big tune this, man. I mean. Bop.
Angel song. Got on the angels.
How could I possibly go on
Gay Lads.
Okay.
Right, BBC and the Gay Lads. And it was inspired. Gussie Clark used to love this song as well when I used to play Tippertone.
Okay.
So somehow they decided to record that one. This is done for Gussie Clark. Funny feeling.
It was when you hold me. Oh yeah, it was when you squeeze me. I get that feeling inside. That funny feeling inside. Gee, I wanna love you. Oh yes, I wanna love you.
This next one done by a group called The Shades.
Okay.
Winston Francis.
You must be getting out of your mind when you walk out and leave me behind. You know you're all the joy that I find. So come on, let me remind you. So come on, I've got to find you. 'Cause my tears are falling like the rain.
Dennis does it a little slower
Right.
because of the beat, the time. Reggae music was slowed down.
You must be getting out of your mind. When you walked out and leave me behind. I find it hard to carry on. So come on, I've got to find you. So come on, let me remind you. 'Cause my tears are falling like the rain.
Yeah, this next one, Delroy Wilson. It's a foreign song, but it was covered by Delroy, and this is the one I played for him and put on tape.
Okay.
Loving you is sweeter than ever.
I remember just before we met, in every night and day, I used to live the life of a lonely one. And I remember meeting you, discovering love could be so true. And now my baby is still the only one. When you say you love me, and we could not be parted, baby. I have to put my world around you. Ooh, baby, I remember just before we met, and every night and day, I had to live the life of a lonely one. I remember meeting you, discovering life could be so true. And now, my baby, you're still the
this next one coming up now is a song done by Tony Brevet, who is the lead singer for the group called the Melodians. And this is a solo song that he did.
She just don't know her man and the things that he could do. She just don't know her man, and how he have been so true, running around playing games. We two can play. Look into the corner of her eyes, make me realize how much she don't care. She just don't know her.
Hold on, I'm saying why. She just don't know her man, and now we used to be. Yeah. She just don't know her man, and all the things we used to do. Yeah, running around playing games. We two can play. Looking for the corner of her eyes, make me realize how much she don't care. She just don't know her man, and all the things we've been through.
Yeah. And we're just gonna run down a couple more lists, but we're not gonna play everything. We're just probably gonna play one more.
Okay.
Ain't That Loving You? Do I Worry? Derek Harriott. Do You Love Me? John Holt. The Drifter by Dennis Wax. Everybody's Talking by the Freedom Singers. Fools Fall in Love with San Francis. Just Another Girl, Ken Bood. Left with a Broken Heart, Paragons. Love Me Always, the Heptones. Man Next Door, Paragons. Mr. Fix It.
Wow.
Winston Francis, Queen Majesty.
What?
Rain from the Skies. Delroy. Say What You Say, Eric
What?
Montgomery's song. Stranger in Love, John Holt. Your Arms Are Reaching Out for Me, John Holt. Right? Taken from his I Love I Can Feel album. And this one called Smile Like an Angel by Bob and the Bell Jones.
Smile like an angel. Just let your smile be bright as the sun, and your eyes be bright as the stars that peeps out of the skies by night. Do good as you would do to me before we were through, and that you'll always love me forever as I see you in my dream. I'll follow you always. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, your smile. Like an angel, Just let your smile be bright like the stars, and your eyes be bright like the starlight that beams out of the sky by night. Do good as you do good to me. Before we were true, and that you'll always love me forever. Yeah, as I see you in my dreams. And oh, yeah, I'll follow you always right to the end.
Well, definitely give thanks to the Most High for music and for you to present that to Dennis Brown, because that was a very powerful list. I've heard about this tape that you're talking about, but I never heard the song, the actual list till today.
Okay.
And some of my favorite Dennis Brown tunes is on that list. The Do I Worry? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Wicked selections, man.
somewhere out there, I feel like you might be owed a check or something.
Well, I tell you, if Dennis was alive right now, and this interview, he would definitely tell you, say yes,
Right.
you know, yeah.
Like him give me the
Yeah,
chest.
and well, Ivan should know because Ivan was there at the house
When you
know.
gave him the cassette.
And yeah. So I'm sure Ivan must have heard him playing this tape over and over again somewhere along the way.
Right.
And that was obtained from me. You know what I mean?
Right. And when it's not like we look money night, it's more of the acknowledgement.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
Just acknowledge you have, say, yeah, we do it.
That's true, yes.
Yeah, and people recognize and appreciate and them thing there, you know what I mean?
Of course.
Yeah, and like I said, but the biggest honor for me would be to get some kind of recognition from the country that I am bigging up the music, which is Jamaica. You understand? Yeah, so, yeah. Big up and enough respect to each and every one who do them part. Yeah, because like we say, yeah, sometimes people do them works and them don't get recognized. But there are lots of unsung heroes out there.
Right.
You know? Yeah, but bless up to each and every one, and thanks very much for this interview.
Of course.
And you know, peace and love to everyone.
Yes,
you know? And keep the music going, people. Yeah, reggae music run the world.
Them for know. They should know.
Yeah.
Yes, and thank you for sharing your story and for continuing to preserve and be an outlet for good music.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Because if music, you know what I mean? Because like good music is like food to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's like the recipes that you pass on. Because if you don't play and you don't pass on the music to other people, it's going to die out.
Right.
Like these recipes like food. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
that's why I strive to keep playing the ska and the rock steady and the early reggae.
Right.
Because, you know, if people just stay current and not playing what's, you know, behind, yeah, it's gonna die out. It's gonna fade out.
right, and it's very, very good music. You know what I mean? And I'm blessed, and I gotta give thanks to you for growing me on this music, because I still have a love for it, and I pass it on to people that I know. Like, well, you never heard this tune? Listen to this tune.
Yeah.
And it carries a vibration that's missing in current music.
Right.
There's no vibration in this music that they're playing now.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
So we have to definitely continue to play this and tune in.
Yeah, tune in. Yeah, man. On Saturday,
Right.
lovezonemusic.com. Alright, 6 p.m. until midnight. I won't be there tomorrow though, because I'm playing at a wedding. Okay? So following Saturday, and tomorrow's date is what? The 13th? Yeah, the 13th. I won't be there the 13th. But you can always tune in on YouTube.
Every Saturday. Remember, this not come out till
and whatever.
weeks from now anyway.
Right,
so tomorrow's
right.
going to be a different tomorrow.
Right, but I have to let them know it's tomorrow, the 13th of May, because when it comes out, they might think it's that tomorrow.
Oh, got you.
Saturday,
right.
Okay, people.
True.
All right, bless.
All right, we're back once again with the original Prince Jr. Thank you again for joining us.
Oh yeah.
Part 3 of the 3-part series, Original Prince Jr. In part 2, we discussed Big Youth and your
Yeah.
relationship with Big Youth. You had mentioned Big Youth first time to America, he stayed with you.
Yeah.
And something else that I learned recently for his, I believe it was 1972, it was released, the Screaming Target album under the Gussie label.
Right.
It had some backing vocals by Casey White, I believe.
Right.
Had Gregory Isaac
Yeah.
and Dennis Brown.
Right.
And you were instrumental as far as the release of that, promoting that.
Yeah.
You want to give us a little bit of history on that?
Yeah, well, when the Screaming Target album came out, I was the one who was distributing them for Gussie in New York.
Okay.
Yeah, so, you know, when they came to me, and I was the one taking them to all the record stores in all the boroughs
Right.
and distributing.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you pushed it, give it a push.
I gave it the push.
Yeah.
And to be honest with you now, this album, when it first came out, because nobody really knew of Big Youth that much. They knew about, I've heard of the Screaming Target, but with the album coming out, the record stores didn't really want to buy the albums, especially for the amount of money that it was being sold for.
Okay.
So, being as I was distributing the record, Gussie would tell me that he wanted a certain amount of money, and I could put like 75 cents more on it, you know, and which would be my money to distribute it. But when I went out to the record stores, they didn't want to take it. So because I wanted the album to go and I wanted my brethren to succeed with his project, I didn't even put the 75 cents on it. I just put the bare minimum amount that he wanted. That's what I was selling them for in order to get it out. You understand?
You sacrificed to give my
so
push.
I sacrificed it. Yeah. Because it didn't really mean, you know, I just wanted it to go.
Right.
Yeah, so that's what I did, you know. And then shortly after that, there was a Presenting IRI album that came out. And
that was Gussie Presents.
Gussie Presenting IRI
Right.
as well. And when that came out, it came out so quick that they didn't have an album jacket for it, album cover.
Okay.
So Presenting IRI was being sold in Screaming Target jacket.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and they just wrote with a magic marker, Presenting IRI on it, on the cover, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, so.
And they came out with the cover after.
Yeah,
Gussie.
later on they came out with the cover. Because the cover was being made, but, you know, they wanted the album out, so they just pushed it out and that, yeah.
And that was their both of their debut albums for both of them, both artists?
I'm not sure. I know it was the debut album for Big Youth.
Big Youth,
I think it was one for IRI as well too.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
I think so.
All right, nice. That's definitely a big deal. And to this day, you guys still remain friends. You and Big Youth.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
Big Youth is like a big brother too, you know.
Oh,
We
yeah.
all come from the same neighborhood downtown.
Oh, okay. Nice. And something else very interesting I wanted to bring up as well. I wanted to ask you, is it true that at one time you were offered a position as one of the singers in the Melodians?
Yes, that's true.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, after Brent Dow died, Trevor Melodian, who is a very good friend of mine, wanted me to join the group. But, you know, I somehow I just didn't feel like I should, you know, join the group based on the fact that Melodians is a well-established group. And I would never feel like I was a Melodian because their works is so tremendous and so great.
Big shoes to fill.
I wouldn't want to be the one to say I'm a Melodian and I wasn't the one who did that. You know what I mean?
I get you.
Yeah.
I get you.
But at the same time, Trevor Melodian and I did lots of shows in South Florida, New York, around, you know, private events and things where I sang with him as a Melodian because I was singing their songs and whenever there was other things that
my sound, angel sound, would do, because I'm a singing selector. So whenever I play angel sound, I would sing. Trevor was always there to sing with me as well.
Okay,
You know,
okay.
so up until the day he passed, we
Right.
were very, very great friends. Yeah.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Bless, R.I.P.
And then also I did get an offer as well to join the tenors.
The tenors,
Yeah,
okay.
Clive Tenor offered me a position in the tenors, and it's the same feeling. Tenors is a nice group that had good hits, and I just didn't feel like I could be a tenor as well. And I just be content to do my own thing.
Right, right, right.
Yeah, so.
So you turned that one down as
Yeah,
well.
I turned that one down as well.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
And then Al Anthony got the spot, Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
History.
Yeah.
And I wanted to ask you something actually. Would you consider yourself a singer first and then a selector, or a selector first and then a singer? Just due to the fact that selecting runs so deep in our family, from your father, your uncles, Uncle Son, and you know what I mean?
Well, singing is something that I love to do, but my talent lies in selecting.
Selecting, yeah.
It's unsurpassed.
Right. It's in your blood.
It's unsurpassed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Selecting, I have to say, would be a number one choice.
Okay.
Singing is something I love to do,
Right.
but at no time I could ever think of myself as the greatest singer or whatever. But I think I could, consider myself one of the greatest selectors.
Okay, okay.
You know what I mean? So
Right.
yeah, it all
Confidently.
lies in
Yeah.
in what your ability, what
True,
you know
true,
you
true.
can do.
Right.
You understand? So that's being honest with whatever the talent is.
Selecting first.
Selecting
Singing
first.
selector.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
All right, cool.
Yeah.
And because I just find it interesting as well how selecting is in our blood like that. So if you wouldn't mind just touching upon the family members that had sounds, and the sound's name, I think it was Chin the Dynamic Twin, and like all of them there.
Yeah, that was Uncle Alan. He had a sound up in Rochester.
Okay.
As well.
Dynamic Twin Dragon.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. And
And your dad select.
my dad select. Yeah.
Everybody has their genre.
They have their little thing that they do, even
Right.
though some of them might not be famous, but they still do what they do.
Yeah, for the love of it. Yeah.
For the love of the music. Yeah, and of course we have Dub Slinger International.
Yes, my sound. That's right. Don't sing international.
We can't forget that.
Right, goes
you know
without
what I mean?
saying. Yeah.
So big up to that too. As
Yes,
well.
give thanks.
Yeah.
That's my sound that I have there. You know what I mean? I'll go and build my sound.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then my sound is the angel sound.
Angel sound.
You know? Yeah.
So did Grandpa ever have a sound, or he just
No,
used to select?
he just select. He used to play on his brother's sound, Uncle Son. Yeah, Son's
Oh, he used to play on that sound.
as a young youth. Too.
Oh,
He
okay,
used to do
okay.
it, Yeah.
And then we have, of course, we mentioned in part two, we have Stewie and Double Electric,
And we have Stewie with Double Electric. Yeah.
whose dad
Yeah.
used to spin on
on
Son Junior.
Yeah, so.
Shout out to him as well.
Yeah, it's all in the blood, all in the family.
Can't run from it, can't hide.
Yeah.
We are selector from birth.
Right.
Yeah.
Man, yeah.
So like I said, this is part 3. Definitely appreciate you sharing your knowledge, sharing your history,
Yeah.
and you know, I mean, who knows? There might be a follow up to this.
We never
you know what
know.
I'm saying?
Yeah, because things happen every day.
Right, exactly.
And like I said, there's a lot of things that we did that we just don't recall. Yeah, but
Right. And
It's
we're
all
here in your
great.
studio
Yeah.
where all the magic happens.
Yeah.
You know, like we said in part 2 and part 1, we got to say to everyone, Love Zone
Yes.
Radio every
Yeah.
Saturday.
Yeah, the lovezonemusic.com. Yeah, I'll be on in another maybe 2 hours or so. Yeah, we'll be on 6 o'clock until midnight.
Until
every
midnight.
Saturday. Yeah, and don't
YouTube.
forget the YouTube channel.
Right.
Original Prince Jr. On YouTube.
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
Bop, bop.
Ring the notification bell.
Truly.
All right.
All right. Any shout outs you'd like to give? Any thanks you'd like to give to anybody that, you know, inspired you along the way, give you a helping hand as well, and give you a push along the way?
Well, people,
it's hard to say, who because it's a doggy dog world. So you really don't have too much people giving you push.
Oh, well.
You understand? Everybody try push themselves,
Okay.
Just on a note, you asked me a question the last time about anybody that I would note, and I couldn't hit it right on the head. Well, there are a few people, like you said, Eric Montemoris.
Right.
Ken Parker.
Okay.
Is a good voice and a good singer, and I don't see him getting, anything. You know what I mean?
What are some of his hits?
Some of his hits?
Yeah.
My Whole World Is Falling Down, Choking Kind, I Can't Hide, Only Yesterday.
Okay.
A bunch of stuff. So, Sad Mood, The Change Is Gonna Come.
Okay.
Yeah, some bad tune,
What label was he under?
He did for a few different labels.
Okay.
Studio One, he did for Studio One.
Okay.
And I'm thinking he did for either Bunny Lee or Miss Pottinger.
Okay.
Yeah, as well,
Nice.
Yeah.
But that's you nominate
Yeah,
Ken Parker.
those two, I would
Okay.
nominate readily, you know what I mean?
Nice.
Because they did good works, and I don't see them getting the recognition. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Okay. Ken Parker
And Eric Montemoris.
and Eric Montemoris.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
Absolutely.
All right.
So thank you for stopping by again.
All right.
And
No
many
problem.
more in store.
Anytime. All right.
Blessings.
Peace and blessings to each and every one. One love.
Irie. Yes, and I gotta get in this shot. What about Dad? Yeah, we out of the camera.
Yeah.
Dad, man, thank you, man. Enough love, man.
Bro, I'm a
Enough
son.
love.
Yeah, man. See it?
All right, cool.
All right, cool.
Yes, Dad.
Yeah.
All right, we did it.